Yeah. Go ahead. Come on, West. Go ahead. Go ahead. This shit. Yeah. Go ahead. Look, I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother way. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Man, this shit is too easy. I'm on gold, but they don't believe me. You know I'm winning with the team. Screaming Vinny, VG. Hear them devils screaming out bloody murder. I'm about to close the curtain. Mama grind, bitch, and work. Sorry, all them lies, it ain't working. Them niggas weak, cause they be churching. I'm a West nigga, that's for certain. If he cross the line, I'ma back up and I'ma hit his ass with his virus. And I come through 300 strong, 144 Leonidas. All my niggas, we eat. I'm in this bitch with the itis. Say, all y'all do the sweet. Tell y'all to do the sweet. If a nigga made the wrong move, he make his ass out the league. He ain't one of us hit the league. He ain't one of us here preach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Look, I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat.
You see this look that's on my face, bitch? I'm for real with it. I hit the streets, put on my cleats, was in the field with it. You soft as cotton, just an actor, Uncle Phil with it. And then my target's on the move, bitch, I can still hit it. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Gullah Jack revolutionary. Cold on them like January. Commander General is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your preacher man, he's sweet. Matter of fact, he weak. It's wartime for peace. Think you hard, nigga, you ain't. Fuck with us, nigga, you can't. You smart cars, we tanks. We form up in ranks. We body bag this rap shit. All black, no bright shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall on them, that's cap shit.
I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Go ahead.
You know if y'all can hear me. It's the Lashawan Kadash class, the Hebrew class where we teach the truth according to the Bible, along with the language, the true biblical language of blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics, so-called, right? Can you let General House know call it right back for sure? But yeah, so this is where we teach the language according to the Bible. All right. Now, with that being said, we usually go into some words and do different breakdowns. Before we did the so I get to come on camera real quick. Before we did the Lord's Prayer, but this week we're gonna go into some words and we're going to use the tenses that we learned in Hebrew, all right? And we're gonna use the different words and apply them with the tenses. And you'll see how the flow of our language and how we use it to speak and create sentences, right? that being said, I want to just check something real quick. Let me see something. Let me see if I can pull this up for y'all quickly. I'm actually going to try and move this camera just a tiny bit closer to the screen, and we'll be on point like that. All right, so y'all can see it just a little bit clearer. We see how that looks. It's pretty good. It's all right. So I want to aim this. Try to move this light just over a little bit to try to give it some light. Okay, and then I want to pull this up for y'all. All right, let me move this one back and try to just turn it just a tiny bit. See what happens here. All right, so that should be good. I believe that helped just a tiny bit. I believe it helped somewhat. Y'all let me know, but I want to put these words up on the screen for y'all real quick. So I'm gonna share the screen. Boom, boom. Just so y'all can see the words. Boom, let me know. So if y'all remember, we stopped at 200. We stopped at 200 before, right? So now we're at 201. All right. All right. So everything was too long. Oh, okay. Come. All right. So with that being said, let's go. So y'all can see the screen. So we're gonna start with hurrah, right? We're gonna use that word hurrah. I'm gonna make this a lot bigger. We're going to use the word hurrah. Now, we're also going to use the tense. We're going to go through some of the tenses, right? So, in lesson 14 in the Biblical Hebrew Working Textbook, they have a layout of some of the tenses. Of course, we already have this, right? We already got this in the school, so it's no sweat. But I'm going to bring it on the screen and show you. If you can make us big in the class, so we can make that small to the side. With this one right here. So, like this is what we're going to be practicing today. These right here. If you can cast that StreamYard to the screen so I can see it, Barzo. So we got this right here. All right. So this is one of the tenses. We already got this in the school. All right. A ton of this stuff we already had because we already did it. So we got pretty much every damn thing except for the Yiddish that the oppressor is teaching. Because remember, with this right here, this is not. It wasn't intended to really teach Israelites. It was intended, like it's not intended. When I say that, meaning they're not trying to teach us real biblical Hebrew. And this book is intended to teach Yiddish. It's not intended on teaching Hebrew, which is why you got all those little dots and different things like that in this book. So now with that being said, we're gonna go and practice some of these tenses, right? So all this, the 7 days of the school already went through, already did everything they had to do to get what they needed out of from these 3 she-devils that authored this book and all the other countless books that we got our true history from and all the proof, so to speak, that we need. All right. So that being said, let's go into it. So let's make the words bigger. The first word we're going to use is korah, which is number 201. Now, korah. Now, remember this right here, that the oppressor, they can you do this for me? Or is all perfect? My brother. See, we be on the same page with everything. So, if y'all see that top word, right? Korah, it says mist among inward part. That's Esau. Remember, a lot of these words is Esau. So most of these words have come up 2 and 3 times because Esau is trying to classify our language. He's trying to, when I say classify our slang, how we say words in different ways. So it's hard for him to say this word means this when it got 12 other meanings that we may use it for. So you might see the same word 5 different times meaning different things. So that's that. So what I'll do is I'll give you what it means for the main part, and then for the main usage for this one, in this instance, for this word. Because some stuff is Esau, how he looks at it and making it today's time, putting it in today's language. I mean, in today's language or how we would say it, right? In today's time, but from his point of view, not from the Israelite point of view. So you got to be careful with that. Because it's like Korah means fight, means battle. All right? The Lord who teaches my hands to war. Can we pull that up on a blue letter Bible? The Lord who teaches my hands to war. I can pull it up on the phone. That might be easy. So this is we ain't got to do nothing. Real quick, I'll just pull it up on the phone. You can leave it like that for us all. Y'all can post your questions and comments. Hands war, because we got Yah Korah, right? And Korah is war or fight or battle, right? He teaches my hands to war. So I'm gonna show this, post this on the screen for y'all real quick. If y'all can make, you can make me bigger and make the word smaller. All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So here we got the word. Let me just show you. So, hold on. How we do this thing? It usually works like this. How we do it. It's a little blurry, but here I don't know if y'all can see it. I tried to bring it up close. All right, this is Psalms. So you see, I don't know if y'all can see this at the top. It says Yadia, right? Which is my hands, and then they got the word for war. It's the actual word for war, right? Now, if we go and type in fight, a different word will come up, which will be Korah, right? So we got Yah Korah, which is hand war or hand battle, like when you go to battle, all right? When you go to war, right? Or when you fight, okay? So let me give you another one real quick. Now, I just want to show you this. This is for a good example, so y'all can see, right? Boom, boom. Hold on, where we at? Let me see something right here. Give me 1 second. Boom, boom. So, all right, where we at with it? Go ahead. Yeah, the question? Go ahead. You can put a question while I pull this up.
Well, it's a question in the class someone asked online. It's from a brother in the class. It says, Salakia, sir, if I may, I was watching Cross the Line and Kumbaya, Kumbaya Hebrew, it was mentioned in some fashion, but not really explained.
In Kumbaya, okay. Let me see. Okay, Kumbaya is not Hebrew. Salakia. Kumbaya is not Hebrew. They're saying come by Yah, right? That's what they're saying. They're saying come by Yah. All right, I like to come by. All right, my Lord, come by. All right. A lot of those different things that, okay, how can I say? A lot of things that people, that the whole African thing put on here. That's not exactly Hebrew, because the Hebrew word for come is not kum or quam, or not kumbai or quambai or whatever would be. You would try to make quambai mean, and then Yah at the end. They're saying come by Yah, meaning come by, you know, the short version of how we shorten the Lord's name to not say his name. So we're not actually saying anything in Hebrew. I give you one though in Philly that Muslims say, which is how you know that the Arabs spoke Hebrew at one time because of Abraham, and then it broke off. When they say salam walaikum, meaning shalom walaikum, peace to you, peace and to you. Wa meaning and, shalom meaning peace, wa meaning and, lakum to you, to your, plural, because come is your plural. So shalom walaikum, right? And then what do they say back? Walaikum. They say salam alaikum, and then they say wa alaikum salam. They say and wa alaikum shalom, and to you peace. So we say peace and to you, peace and to you, or meaning peace unto you, and then they say and to you peace back, which is Hebrew. So salam wa alaikum or shalom wa alaikum. And then they say wa alaikum salam or wa alaikum shalom. So that actually is a break off of Hebrew, but kumbaya is English. It's a lot here, brother. Now that ain't no dumb questions and nothing like that. That was actually an excellent question. You know what I mean, that the brother asked. Well, let's get into the lesson, man. For now, Salaki. I was gonna pull up the word karat for you, but I'm gonna tell you what karat means. What time is it? Let me see if we got any time. We got time to go into
26.
Yeah, all right, yeah, we're gonna have to clip it for now. Can you make that small? If you go back up to karat, just press the arrows. On the other page. On this. Yep. All right, yeah, so it's still there. Most high Christ. All right, you can go back to it. So karat, right? Karat, you need a word what it means. Karat, all right, that's how you pronounce it. Can you make that small for me? I might have to come over here too. I might be too close. I think the line is like about right here, so I just draw it up. All right, karat, right, meaning fight, right, battle, also meaning war. It's not the name used for war. So battle will be 1, fight 2, and war 3. All right. But a lot of asking that question. Let me know if y'all can see these. Let me know if y'all can see these words clearly. All right. So Korab, I also put it in the Siri as well. All right. Korab, meaning fight war. Now, we're going to use, if we wanted to say she fought. So remember, you can always use, the words can always switch to like fought, fight, fought, battle, war, warred. You know what I mean? No, we got different, words in English, but you're saying the same thing. So warred, fought, battled. All right. So she fought, right? Or fight her. So we wanted to say fight her, right? Which is, how about we say this? Let's do fight her, or let's do they fought. No, we know they. That's pretty easy. Let's do let's do they feminine for women. Right? For women, they fought. So how would we do this? Right? We got the root word for Rob. Right? So we got the root word for Rob, which we know means fight. But we wanted to say they fought for a woman. Remember the tense. I might just go to the tenses for y'all, right? Can you go up to page 66 and you go here and you don't gotta use the arrow, you're kind of far down, so you can use like the thing on the side and just look for page 66 over here. But even though I have the book here, I was gonna put the words up for y'all, but it might be better just to give y'all the word and then put the tense so you can copy the tense. So go ahead. Page 66. Yeah, you get it's like a little thing over here. This right here. Yeah, you move it up. You gotta make it back small though, like a little minus sign, so you go back small. So this is how you say they fought, meaning females. These females fought, right? Korab, or whatever the root word is. I just underline this for whatever the root word is, and then na at the end. Na, salaki. Na and ha are connected. So add na and add ha at the end. So fa, whatever the root word is, na at the end, to say they fought. They feminine, meaning these females fought. They fought over a man. They fought over, the kids. So it would be fa, korab, na. All right? Fa, korab, na. Now you're saying they fought. Feminine. Right? Should be somewhere near the top. It might not be page 66. I'll tell you. On there it's not the exact page. But we in lesson 14. We in lesson 14 and number 5. 14.5. Yeah. Good. All right. You can leave this right up on the screen. You can make that bigger. For sure. So you can take out all the rest of this and just leave that up there. You can use the arrows. Yeah, I'm about to say, well, once you get it, you gotta use the arrows. So they fought. If I wanted to change it and say they fought, meaning brothers, meaning men, right? I would then have to change. So this is feminine. This is they feminine for women, right? Which I got the F right here for. This is they feminine. They fought. Who? The women fought. When you say tha, whatever the root word is, and then na at the end, is letting you know who fought. Right? If somebody came up to you and said, Barzal, what happened earlier? He said, Thakurabna. I would know that it is women that just fought. Who fought? The damn sisters fought. For whatever stupid reason. Now, if you wanted to say brothers fought, if you wanted to say they, and change this to men, so they masculine, right? So take the feminine away, and wanted to make it they masculine, they fought masculine, right? For the men, this is how you would do it. And you remove that. So it would be they fought. It would be ya, whatever the root word is, and then wa at the end. So ya, and then at the end, wa. Now it's they fought masculine. Yakarabwa. Barzal, what happened? Yakarabwa. They fought. Who's they? They is men. The masculine males fought. Right? Masculine. The males fought. They fought. Right? Yakarabwa. Yakarabwa. They fought. So that's like, I think it might be easier to try to show you this way instead of having the what you call it up there. So I'm gonna point to I'll try to point to this over here, right? So here in the tenses, if you look up in the top, the one all the way over, there you go. When it says third person masculine plural, third person is they, is they. Remember, first person is I did something. Second person is you did this. Third person is the snitch form, is they did. You know what I mean? They did this. You snitching on everybody. Right? That she did it. He did it. They did it. First person is I did it. I confess I did it. Second person is you did it. You offended me. You did this. Third person is you behind the damn bush snitching like, hey, it was Tim over there. He did it. She did it. They did it. It was them UPK niggas. They did it. It's the snitch form. So, Also, first person is we. When you confess and say, look, we did do it. He's snitching on us, so yeah, we did do it. It was us. That's also first person. That's first person plural. That's that 1C. You see that 1CPL? First person common plural. We, us, our. All right? And which would be all the way at the bottom. Would be all the way at the bottom in the right-hand corner. One all the way at the bottom, that 1C. That's saying we, or us, or our. We did it. You know what I mean? So just to show y'all what it means when they say one singular or one M singular, one F SG, first person feminine singular. That's what it's talking about. That's Esau. He's I can't blame him too much for that. I guess that makes sense, but I just don't like him having to classify how we talk anyway. But this is sort of basic. You would have to do this for any language, right? So they fought the brothers, Yaquarabah. And Hebrew Academy, they did fight. In Hebrew Academy, Yaquarabah. That happened. All right. Now I ain't going into I ain't saying like they will. Most of these is present or future tense. Most of these. So when you see it like this, it means like present or future tense, right? Past tense or present tense. Is it present or future or past? I forget what the hell it is. Salaki. It tells you in here what it is. It's either, I know one is, I think it's present or future tense. That's what it is. Whenever you see it like this, it's the present. Yeah, it's the present tense or future tense. All right. But that's just for, let me see. Boom, boom, boom. That's when a prefix is added. It's usually present or future tense. All right. So they fought. Or matter of fact, we can go into it because I have it on the phone as well. Now this I can pull up for you now because I got it in my email. I'm gonna show y'all one more thing. Real quick, just to show you that we got all these tenses already.
Right.
All right. I want to show you. I'm gonna just go to the Hebrew. Also, you can email me on rodupk@gmail.com if you need any of the Hebrew info for the class. For some reason, that Google started this thing where you got to get permission to see certain things. So I'm working on a way where I think if I just download it or screenshot it and then I upload it and send it out without it being in the document form, then that might be better, and you won't need permission to see it every single time. All right. So let me bring this up, and we'll go into the tenses, and I'll pull this up and put it on the screen for you. All right, because all of these we already have in school. So I'm just going to this on my phone to lock out the phone way over there. I was tripping. So, I made it too bright. My bad, y'all. So this is the tenses. This is right here is the future tense. So, right. This is the present tense right here, so y'all can see. I don't know why it's so blurry today, man. It ain't. I know we usually bring it close and then pull it back, and it usually fix itself or whatever. But we got all of these, all right? All this stuff we have, and that's just one. We also got this one right here, and prayers and everything that we need, all right? So I just wanted to show you all that as well. So if we wanted to say this in future tense, they fought future tense, right? They masculine. We wanted to say they fought masculine in the future tense. So this is past tense. They fought. If we wanted to say they will fight, just change a few things. We want to say they will fight, meaning future tense. So instead of they fought, we want to say they will fight. Right? So we want to say they will. They will fight. So they will fight masculine. Right? So for the future tense. This is the future tense. They will fight, but it's future tense for the men. They will fight. So let me erase this up here. This is what we'll put. If we wanted to say they will fight, future tense, it would be wa, whatever the root word is, and then ya at the end. So wa, I think this one, they also meant to have it the other way. I think it was actually supposed to be the other way on this one. So wa karabya. I think it meant to actually put it back the other way. So I think it was the way we had it. That was another thing I meant to say. On that one, I think it was actually the correct way. I think we meant to keep it that way. So yakarabwa for the future tense. Now, if we wanted to say it past tense, we want to say they fought past tense, right? So let's go here. Let's move this over. They past tense fought. You just add wa at the end. You don't need to add ya at the beginning. So they will fight was what was the way we had it. Present or future tense. They're fighting or they will fight. But if you want to say they fought past tense, the way we instead of saying they will fight, if you want to say they fought, then you would just have the wa, you would just have wa at the end. Alright? They fought. Harab wa. And it would be they masculine. You need to put the y at the end. I mean the ya at the beginning. So the first one was they will fight, or they're fighting. Yakarabwa, they're fighting. Yakarabwa, they will fight, right? But of course, you can always put a y in between the first two characters to say fighting. Because present tense, they present tense. Salaki. So if you want to say they're fighting, you will put wa in between the first two characters. So qua, and my wa was all jammed up. Qua or ra, and then you will put yum at the end to say they're fighting. All right. Salaki. They're fighting. ing on it. Put ing. They masculine. They're fighting now. Horab yum. So anybody that was in the Hebrew Academy, while they was going, and training in the Hebrew Academy or whatever you got to do in the Hebrew Academy, you have to put. You want to say they're doing it now, or they in the Hebrew Academy now? You have to put wa in between the first two characters and yum at the end. So if we wanted to say they're fighting, it would be for Rob Young. They masculine, they're fighting. They fighting. For Rob Young. Kwa Rob Young. Kwa Rob. That wa is emphasized to say they're doing this now. Kwa Rob Young. Alright? They fighting. That wa is to show present tense. They're fighting, they are fighting like now. They're fighting right now. What's going on? While we're robbing, they're fighting. Men are fighting. Men are fighting. Now, we wanted to say they feminine, right? We will put qua or rob wa. Right? Qua or rob wa. Wa and the character ha connected. Wa wa ra wa for feminine. They feminine. What's going on? They fighting. Why? Oh damn, I'll put the lock, y'all. I'll write in the ancient Hebrew. I don't ever really write the goddamn Syrian at all. Alright? They fighting. So they feminine fighting. They fighting now. This is the present tense. This is the present tense. They fighting. They fighting now. Who fighting? The sisters. Sisters are fighting. You get a call on that Shamar radio. What's going on, Barzal? Rabwa. Adawan. But more than likely, if they fight, it won't be that damn smooth. You get that call. Barzal, what's going on? Rabwa, Adawan. It's gonna come through just like that. They fighting. The sisters fighting. Which don't ever happen in the goddamn school. Right. Thank God for that. Thank the Most High that we ain't knuckling teeth. You know what I mean? You turn on the class, all you see is this. Going past your goddamn camera. They got their hair grabbed, they rubbing. Teacher trying to teach, they come on the podium with it. And fighting and the whole, and the swinging and all that. Thank the Most High that don't happen here. Right. Because our enemies would love to hear this right here. Why would Rob stop? Why? Just so they can say that. Meanwhile, they sisters die. This is a damn shame. Following them. Let's do a different word this time. All right. So I'm gonna find you the next word. So we're gonna do number 202. And the word, you ain't gotta change it, bars. I'm because I don't want you to have to keep trying to find it and everything, man. I'm gonna just give them the words, and then I think that's pretty much easier for them to do. If I just give them the words. Y'all know we're in the biblical Hebrew text and workbook, getting all these words. All right. Also, go and get the Ben Yehuda dictionary. Make sure y'all get the Ben Yehuda dictionary as well. That's now let me disclose that Ben Yehuda dictionary. They got new words for things that we can come up with. General Q said we can make our own words. Can you bring it back down some? Oh, for sure. I actually like to have it down a lot. Yeah, well, there we go. Perfect. I don't know why. Get that a little bit, even a little tiny bit more. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. Let me give y'all disclosure, right? That Ben Yehuda dictionary, they made up words, Esau, for computer, car, things we didn't have 1,000 years ago, airplane, internet. So we don't have to use their words. We can make up our own words, put them together. General Q gave us the go to do that. He said he's waiting for somebody to put them together. Say car, phone, computer, internet, Wi-Fi. We don't have to use Esau's words. You know what I mean? So with that being said, this is our language. Right. We don't have to be slaves in our language. I just wanted to say that. Now, let's keep going. So I'm going to give you 202. Zerai. All right? Seed or offspring. Right? Seed or offspring. Now, this is what Esau is saying that it means. Remember that. It's disclosing that, right? Some of these words, they got, 2 and 3 meanings. Can you bring me back up ours all? Put the tenses back up. We're going to pick a different tense. Okay. Not that one, the other one next to it. Yep, that one right there. Perfect. I'm going to try to bring this just a little closer. Lock it. Do it look dark to y'all? It look real dark. I don't know what it is with these lights, man. I'm trying to get the lights right. Trying to see what we can do to get the lights, you know, a little bit better, but it definitely looked dark. Can you make it bigger for me on the screen? I think that's good. We're gonna get right there. All right, so it's arrive. This next word is arrive. Arrive. All right, we're gonna put it in the Syrian. Right. Esau is saying that this means, hold on, let me put how you pronounce it. So, right. Now, y'all know I like to keep the character I. I like to put the letter A to represent the pronunciation I. I like to keep that in there. I even like to keep H in there, like like AH for the character I. I like to keep that because it's good for teaching purpose. For the purpose of teaching new students. Now, when you get seasoned, you don't have to, do this RAI. But I like to do it just so you can read this and know what's connected without seeing the actual people. You know RAI, Zarai. Or okay, maybe this might confuse you. Zarai, you might think Zarai. I don't know. So I'll just put Zarai. Maybe for the team, it might be better just to keep it Zarai. Maybe a new student might, connect better like that. And they'll know that Ra and I are connected. Zarai. He's saying that this word means seed or offspring, right? Seed or offspring. So, if I wanted to say my seed, my offspring, how about this? If I wanted to say your offspring, plural, I would have to go and put, so Zarai is the root word. Zarai, that's the root word, meaning seed. And we know seed means offspring, so we'll leave seed. I'll underline it so you know that that's the root word, right? If I wanted to say my seed, my offspring, I would have to put the character Yah at the end. Zariah, right? Zariah, meaning my seed, my offspring, right? Now that's not on the because I'm not saying they this, that they did this, she did that. I'm saying my sort of first person too, because you're talking about yourself. But let me put it up here. Zariah, my seed. All right, my offspring, saying my seed, my offspring, my child, you know what I mean? My people, my grandchildren, you know what I mean? My seed, my lineage, my offspring, Zariah. If I wanted to say my offspring, Zariah. If I wanted to say your offspring, like you're talking to more than one woman. Well, a woman don't have her offspring, so I can't use this one. Can't use that for this example. I wanted to say your offspring, talking to the brothers. Zariah, come. Right? So I'm going to give this one to y'all both ways. Zariah, come. Zariah, come. Your offspring, your seed, right? Your seed, plural. Meaning you're talking to more than one person. Your seed. Lock it. I might have been all way over. I'm way over there when I got so much space over here. That was perfect, bro. It's all not. Dang, you can bring it back in because you need the light. There we go. Just turn it just a little bit. Lock it. Back that way. Perfect. Perfect. That's good there. So Zerai, come. Now another way that we would normally say this, if I was saying your without the plural, it would be Zerai ka, your seed. Zerai ka, your seed. You're singular, meaning talking to one brother. Because women don't have seed or offspring, you know what I mean? Zerai ka, your seed. Now let's do it. Let's do the next word. All right, so we can keep going. Where we at? 202. That was 202. Let's do 203. Rabah. All right. Rabah. So Zerai ka, Barzal. Barzal, your seed. Your seed. Seed of Barzal. Right? Your seed. Zerai Barzal. Zerai ha Barzal. Seed of Barzal. Zerai hold on. Zerai ma Barzal. Right? Seed from Barzal. Seed of Barzal. That would be the correct tense to say from or of in that sense. Because of is a character that, so let me just show you this. Right? So the character ha, I'll put it right here, then I'll put it in the Assyrian. The character la, right? So, boom. Character la. In this case, it would be the end. It would be the beginning ma. So it wouldn't be the ending one in the Assyrian. It would be this one. Ma la ha. Right. All these are used for of. These two are, I would say, one, and then I would say these two are tied. Now, which one would be? You know what? That's sort of the correct order. I want to say ma comes a little bit more. You know what I mean? So 1, 2, 3 in the order of how they use of. I want to say definitely how they use of the most. They use as of. Ha, of course, means the. La, of course, means to. Ma is from. So, of, they use ha the most. Then I would really say these two is tied, but I would give la a little bit more. And then ma, of or from. So, which tense would you use to say the seed of Barzal? I would use from in this sense. So, Zerai, ma, Salaki. When we get in the kingdom, we can, stop. Well, you can start your letters on your own, as long as you ain't doing a damn test. But for the sake of the class, I'll do it. But usually, sometimes my mind's however I want to make it. When I'm actually writing, because I write in the Hebrew, I don't use the Assyrian at all. So, Zerai, ma, bar, zol, right? So, seed of Barzal. Zerai ma Barzal, meaning the seed from Barzal, which is why we use that. La, to, meaning of or to. What's another one that we say of? Is there any prayers that I can remember off the top where la is in the la something la? Let me see. Let me check the Lord's Prayer to see if we got la. Oh, forever. La ilum. You this one, right? La ilum. This one is la meaning two. I ilum is forever. I ilum. And then you got, of course, young. So y'all don't mind my mouth right now. That's how I usually write. So it's like this is my natural handwriting. I just leave it like that. So two forever. Two forever / everlasting. Because that's Also, what this means, everlasting. Right? La'aywalamim, Aman. Right? The glory and the power and the kingdom forever. Aman. So be it. We literally saying two forever. It's not even in. It's not in it though. It's not. We don't say two forever. That's just the correct tense to put on it, or beginning connector. I call them beginning connectors, even though they letters or characters, so to speak. They have word meanings, but I put them on there in the beginning anyway. So la'aywalamim, two forever. You can use either one of these, but it's a correct use for them. All right, it's a correct way to pick each one. Ha being the, which is why it's used the most, is of, and depending on the how you say it, like what you're trying to say. But each one of these have a specific way that they're used. So I just wanted to show you that. All right. But now let's actually get to the next one. So the next word that we're about to put up here is rabah. Rabah meaning become many, much, make many, or great. Right? The word rabah. Rabah, but how you pronounce it. We got another marker. This one's going out on Rabah. Could it be Assyrian? Rabah. Let me fix this round right here. Rabah. Let's see if I can try one of these. Maybe one of these is it. This one a little bit better. I don't think these as dark as we go. Some of these start a little bit. This one definitely going. Alright. So I'll leave these two on the end. Now hold this one. Rabah. So it says become many. Right? Become many. In the sense of becoming a lot. It says great, meaning a lot. Right? Great. And the next one was make much or make many. Oh, it's like great, then much, and then make many. Like you make many babies. You make many speaking, many videos of you speaking. You make a lot of speaking. All right, Rabah. If I wanted to say, so if I wanted to say, hold on, where we at? Go back to page 66. If I wanted to say this right here, if I want to say we make many. First of all, I want to say I make many. I wanted to say I make many. So we'll put the root word again. Now I'm about to put in this area, y'all. So the root word, I'm gonna bring it over here. Go get two swing over here. Rabah, right? Which means many. This is marker going out on me. So I use a different one over here.
Yeah, these.
We got those. Let's see what's popping with them. You can try one over here if you don't mind. You can try it there. I don't think anybody can see it right now when you do it, but it might come up. So, lock y'all. I'm just trying to darken this out. Rabah, many. I'm going to underline it. How we've been doing it. That was definitely going on. I want to use the black ones we got. We got some downstairs in the green, green bin downstairs. We still have some anyway. This is one we've been using. Right? I'm gonna try to rock this one out. So many, if I wanted to say I make many, whatever. I make many speakings, make many videos, or you come to class a lot and you make all damn near every class, you make many classes. Well, not in that sense, but to create many classes, right? So you somebody in a city where it's just you, so you constantly making classes. You constantly making videos, recording, you know what I mean? Then you would be able to say, Rabah. Rabah. I make many in this sense. I make many, whatever you have, videos, classes. Rabah, Banya. Rabah Banya. I make many children, many babies, right? Banya, I make many children. Well, let's do something. Let's make something different. Something a little bit easier. Give me something, y'all. Well, you get what I'm trying to say. I make many whatever, right? Many speakings, right? Or now, if you want to say we make many, we. What will we say? We would say, nah, Rabah. So I forgot to put I at the beginning up here, right? Our Rabah. To say I make many, or whatever you make, our Rabah. Right, so y'all got that? Rabah. Now, if you want to, let me check and see if there's any questions online so I can answer your questions as well. Boom, boom. All right, so we answered most of those, right? Cool. So I make many. Now, if you wanted to say, if we wanted to say, we make many, right? So let's take away that I. And now I'm talking about us, we. As in the Isupk, we make many videos. We will have to do nah, Rabah. Nah, Rabah. We make many videos, we make many speakings, we do many lectures. Nah, Rabah. I know this marker's going out, so it's hard for y'all to see sort of what we got up here. But what I see online look a little bit, harder to see. Nah, Rabah. We make many videos, we make many classes, we make many lectures, we make many headpieces, we make many garments, we make many different things. We make many different things. Now Rabah. That's how you pronounce it. Now this is the character Na. So it will be Na Rabah. Na Rabah. Let's test this one out here. Over here. See how this one does. Oh, there we go. Now we're in business. So now Rabah, right? Many, great, much. I don't know if y'all can see any of this. How many of these was down there, bro?
Say it again, sir?
How many of these was downstairs?
Oh, we loaded.
We loaded? You brought the whole thing up here? Like as much as you, how many you bring up?
Just 2.
All right, that's perfect. That's perfect. You should last. We can last with that. That was very wise, you know what I mean? Before you know it, they all can be done. Break over there, pick up there. Great, many, much. All right. So, become great. Rabah. I'm just going over this so y'all can just see it. I don't know if y'all can see everything clearly. But I'm just tracing everything over real quick. All right, Rabah. And to say we make many, Narabah. All right, Narabah, we make many, many much great. Perfect. Narabah, we make many. Now, let's go on to the next word. I'm gonna use this marker right here, just in case this one starts to run out. I'm gonna use this one to hold my page. Actually, I'm gonna use it to just to hold the page. Boom, boom, boom. Where we at? 204. All right. So Arama is ground or land, but I don't like to use the word Adama, ground or land. We can use it, but I don't want to use Adama. How about this? We'll skip over 204 because Esau sometimes, we'll skip over 204. We'll go to 205, Bakwash. Next word is Bakwash. Sometimes with Esau stuff, you gotta just check it 1,000 times and make sure he absolutely correct on certain things. Just all right, certain things is with Esau. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right, so let's go. The next one is Bakwash. Let me just make sure I'm right on that. Right, we at 205. Seek or desire. Bakwash. Bakwash is how you pronounce it, Ba, and then Kwa and Shah are connected. Bakwash means seek. To seek something or to desire. Right? Seek or desire. I'll put it up here. Well, then my Shah is always jammed up. I ain't never get it right. Bakwash, right? Now we're gonna place the root word right here. We're gonna start to build on it, to make build on how we would make a sentence. Bakwash, right? Meaning seek or desire, right? So we seek or we desire, or they seek or they desire, or she seek or she desire. So I underlined it because it's the root word. But we wanted to say, boom, boom, boom. If we wanted to say he desire, right? He desire to have, or he seeks, right? He seeks. How about we do this? Yeah. So we can do he seeks, we can do he desire. Or he sook, right? Or searched out. He seek. Or he seeks the truth. He seeks the Lord. He seeks a rig. He desires a rig, right? It would be Yah. Let's say a man, he desires a rig. He's looking for a rig. He seeks a rig, right? He desired a rig. Yah Bakwash, right? So Yah Bakwash That's how you would say the word, Yahweh. And it would mean he. He seeks. He desired or desires with an S on it, right? Yahweh, he desires a rig. He desires, he seeks a woman. He you know what I mean? I'm gonna give you let's do some different variations on the tense of each one. That'd be better. He seek, right? So now here's a good thing. Let me give you so I'm sorry to get my rhythm cards off. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna go through each tense. So if I say he, it's gonna be he past tense. Then we're gonna do he present tense. Then we're gonna do he future tense. Right? Or we'll just pick one, either or. Right? So he seeks, or he sook, or he desired. He desired a rig, right? Which would be past tense because it's not. This is past tense, right? Because there's no. Of course, you don't have the Y in between the first two characters. Because of course, if we wanted to change it to future tense, we would have to put a Y between the first two characters. So this is like he desires, right? Or this would be he desired. He seeked. He seeked. He seeked a rig. He seeked, the Lord. Yahweh, right? He desired the Lord, or he desired a car. He seeked, or he desired a house, right? Now, if I wanted to say he's seeking, right? You would have to put, to make it present tense, this is what we would have to do. You would have to put a Y in between the first two characters. So now you gotta put Ba Wakwash. Ba Wakwash. Take the Ya off of him. And that would mean he's seeking. He's seeking a rig. He seeks a rig. I mean, he's seeking a house. He's desiring a house. So, Ba Wakwash. Ba Wakwash. He's seeking. He desired. He's desiring a rig, right? But with the ing on it. Desiring a rig. He's seeking a rig. He's seeking to have children, right? Ba Wakwash. Labanya. Remember the la meaning two. So Bawakwash, you wanted to write it out. Ba wa. Like you always, for the sake of the class, I gotta do it right and not how I would write. Like I have to do it the correct way and not my own way as if I was writing on the paper. Bawakwash. La Banya. The Banya. He's seeking, I can't say to have children because then I gotta make it future tense. So I'll have to say he's seeking now and then he future tense to do this, right? So if I wanted to go future tense, I would have to go and do he future tense and put La Yabanya, La Yabanya. To put he future tense because it got a match in the number and the gender. He's seeking to future tense to have or to make children, right? It would have to be La Asha Banya to make children, right? We would have to go La Aisha Banya to have or to make And then Banya, children. So, Bawakwash, he's seeking La Aisha Banya, to have or to make children. Because remember, this is make or made, right? Make or made, or do, like to do work, in a sense, but make or made. And then Banya is children. So Bawakwash, he's seeking La Aisha Banya to have children, to make children. Now, if we wanted to say she is seeking to have children, it would be easy. All we would have to do is put Salakia. She, so we wanted to do future tense. What's my eraser? Salakia. I'm going to erase this right here. We can take she's seeking future tense, right? Oh, Salakia. This would have to be the tense too, Salakia. So we would have to do, so if I wanted to do that future tense, okay, she is seeking, right? We're going to put the tense on it because she's doing it now, but to have the babies in the future is something different. So she is seeking, right? Present tense. So let's do that. She's seeking present tense. So she present tense is this right here. So remember how it was Bawakwash for a male? Now it's Ba, Wa, Kwa, Sha. Now Sha and Ha is connected to say she is seeking. Present tense. She's seeking. So this was he. Now, if you put Ha at the end, Ba, Wa, Kwa, Sha, Ba, Wa, Kwa, and then Sha, and a Ha at the end. Now it's she seeking. To make, so remember the ing, to put the ing on it. She's seeking what? To have or to make children. She's seeking to make children, to have children. I'll just put a have right here. Now I want to show y'all something, right? So y'all can get what I was trying to say about these. So I'll stand over here and do it. So you see how I got make, made, have. When you see all that qual, pill, nifal, hifal, that's Esau classifying each way this is said. The word is Aisha, or in this case, La Aisha, to do it, right? So I would have to do to and then future tense, right? To make future tense, the thing future tense, which I didn't do, and then Salaki, and then put the damn thing in future tense. All right. So Salaki, I meant to put this in future tense. I should have did that for he as well. So la shamar. La fa Aisha. Bawakwasha la fa Aisha Banya. She's seeking to have children. Because remember that this got to match. The action has to match the number and the gender of what you're saying. If I'm saying she, so this right here, all right, let me put this up here for y'all real quick. So I'm gonna put a P next to this. This is present tense. I'm gonna put an F, small little F next to this, because this is future tense. But let me get back to what I was saying, then I'm gonna go into it. So all that hitfall stuff is Esau classifying how we would say each one of these, right? Now, meaning what we use it one way as made or make, then we use it another way as made, we use it another way to mean have. Even though we're saying make, we're saying have children, make children, right? Now, when y'all making a sentence or forming a sentence, remember everything has to match in number and in gender. If I'm saying she, remember right here, she is one person. It's one person, feminine. So one first person, feminine, and then singular, because it's just one. So, Salaki, it's actually third person singular in that case, but when I was trying to say it was one person, that was covering the singular. But this is third person. Remember how we said she, meaning the snitch form? So it's third person, feminine, singular. That's what you've seen on the, can you put the thing back on there for a little bit? That was the snitch form, third person, feminine, singular. But since it's one person, it's singular. So it's a female, and it's just one female. So when you make the action has to match what it's talking about. So the action has to say one female. Remember, one female. So the action has to say one female, one girl. And it has to be the correct tense. So one female doing what? Doing something in the future tense. So if it was a male, it would have to be whatever, number, whatever person it is, first, second, third person, I, she, or they, I, he, or they, we, they, or we, he, she, or they, us, we, he, she, or they, our, we, he, she, or they, right? Just to give you an understanding. So first, second, or third person, right? And then it has to match whether it's male or female, and then whether it's singular or plural. So if I'm saying I am seeking, then I'll have to make this I am doing this. So I am doing whatever the action is, seeking, and the action has to match. I am seeking. She is seeking, right? But this one, now here we go. This is my point. You can bring me back on the big screen, right? This is my point. I want to get to it, right? I put the P next to this for present tense and the L next to this, or an F next to this for future tense. So for quash, Salaki, Baba Quasha, all right? Baba Quasha, she. But this is she, present tense. So it would be third person feminine singular, but instead of it being future tense, it would be present tense, right? I feel like I gotta put all this on the board some type of way. I'm all over here. I don't know if everybody can see it, but I feel like I need to make this bigger, right? All right, cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it up there for now. So instead of this, I'm gonna use this word right here. This is the biggest one, right? You know what? Here's what I'll do. I can erase this part right here and make it bigger. So now y'all can see what I mean. So it's still she seeking, right? So remember, this right here is one female, one F, one female. So meaning the number one, meaning just one girl, right? One female. Oh, I should just write that, right? So just write the number one and then next to girl, right? It's talking about one girl. There you go, easy. It's only talking about one girl, right? Which is the tense. So, and it's one girl and it's present tense. This is present tense. That's what tense it is one girl and a present tense, right? Now, this right here, it would be, like I said, Esau would classify it would be one F, meaning first person, third. So this is the problem. This is why Esau's stuff is so damn stupid. Because it's 3FSG, according to this stupid book, right? Meaning third person because it's she, feminine because it's a girl, and then singular. All right? So that's how he would classify it. but it would be that in the present tense. So this word Bakwasha is present tense. But then when you get to La Aisha, right? So now I'm going to put that up on the board as well. But I'm going to put it under it. So I'm going to erase all this down at the bottom. So you got Bakwasha, which is one girl, right? One girl in its present tense. To say she is seeking. She is seeking. But now you got la, tha, I, sha. Right? Sha and ha are connected. La we know means two. Tha means she or third person. Or I mean, I don't gotta say third person. That's what Esau said. I'm gonna just say she. She. That's what it means. This thought right here means literally just she. Why? Because it's one girl. She. One girl. So this matches this. But the difference is when it's like this is one girl in the future tense. It's future tense for one girl. So you got present tense for one girl, and then you got future tense for one girl. To say this girl is doing this in the present tense, this one girl is doing this in the future tense. Easy, right? So, Bawakwasha, La, Fa, Aisha. So one girl present tense, one girl future tense. So she is seeking in the present tense to have children in the future. Right? To have children. Now, if I wanted to say she was seeking to have children now, I can still put, it would still be, well, this is still future tense because she's seeking to do this in the future, right? But if you were saying she's seeking to do it now, you would just put the blah in between, right? And have ha at the end. All right? So it would be Bawakwasha, La Iwasha, or she's seeking to have children. Well, still the two have children is still in the future, but she's seeking now, meaning she wants to have these children now. But to have children, meaning, of course, to birth children, to give birth, which is going to be in the future tense, but she's seeking it now, which is why you put it in the present tense. She is seeking. She is doing this now. Like you know that she's doing this now and that she wants to have children. So it has to match. All right? And person, number, and gender. Notice it doesn't have to match person, number, gender, tense because people don't talk with matching tenses. People don't, like this is a sentence that makes sense, even though this is future and this is now. Because you're saying she's doing this now, this lets you know that even though the tense of how we said it is future tense, that's because she can't seek to have children and give birth exactly right now. So the tense will still have to be future, because she's going to have to get pregnant, which is going to have to be future. And she's going to have to go through 9 months, and then she's going to have the child. You get it, future tense. So it has to match person. So when you write it, it has to match in the person, meaning I, she, they. You get it, right? I should put that over here more neatly. Do everything in decency and in order. So, all right, so let me erase this since we got all that, right? And I want to put this up here just so y'all can have it. So when you, so whenever you form in a sentence, right, what you're saying has to match. Well, so all right, so let me put this up here. Forming a sentence, right? forming a sentence, I'm just going to put what you say. What you say. All right? Forming a sentence, what you say, it has to match, number one, and the person, or what Esau would call person, which is really I or we. I or we, right? She, well, she/he, and not in, in the LGBT community, but she or he, and they, them, whatever. It has to match. Either it's single, right? It's like this is single. Either it's single or plural. Just like this is plural. We is plural. And they is plural. So it has to match one in the person. I, he, she, or they. And then two in the number. Which is the plural. Right? So the person, the number, and the gender, cuts the LGBT, whatever community. Because the gender has to match, which is why he or she is important. Because how the hell can you talk to somebody and say she did it, and then they turn around and a woman that looked like a man? You don't know what the hell it is. It's an it. You got to say it did it. Yeah, we got to make up a goddamn new word. So so it has to match the number, meaning the person, I, us, I, she, they, I, he, they, which makes it have to be a gender, because you got masculine they, you also got feminine they, right? Again, it has to match the number, we, us, whether it's 1, 2, 3, however many, whether it's single or plural. The exact number don't matter. When I say number, it's just talking about singular or plural. Whether it's one person or it's more than one. So whatever you form in a sentence, those things have to match. So if I'm saying I did this, whatever I did has to match the fact that I said I. Whatever I did, whatever you do, has to match. Now, I can say you, whatever you do, or I can say whatever y'all do. It has to match, whether it's single or it's plural. That's how you form a sentence. So the person, I did this, we did this, right? She did it, he did it, they did it, those guys, them, those girls, right? So the person and the gender and the number all have to match. Is it you, male or female? Is it y'all, male or female? Is it y'all brothers? Is it y'all sisters? Is it you, brother, you, sister? You did this. Somebody is responsible. If it's one man and 5 females, you still going to speak in masculine. But you're going to have to explain to them, yeah, it was one man and 5 females. They did it. Who did it? The brother and the 4 girls. It was a guy and 4 girls. It was one girl and 5 guys. You still got to explain it even in English when you say they. So that's the big thing on forming a sentence, just so y'all know. Right? So now, like I said, hopefully everybody has this part down, right? Can I get a time check?
Come on, 8:40.
All right. If I wanted to say, y'all made, let's use the word I shot. If you've been saying made and made, let's use the word I shot, something that we we went over before, right? So we're gonna erase that. Y'all know y'all can always go back to the class, just check the time on the class and then just go straight back to it. So we're gonna use the word Aisha. Aisha, which means make, right? To do, to make, made. This word is pronounced Aisha. Alright. This is how you put it in the Assyrian. Alright. That was about the best shot I ever made. Right, so Aisha. So now we're gonna put it back right here and underline it. Aisha. Right? So now, what do we want to say? Oh, let me put what it means. Made. I made this. Make. She makes good things. Do. Right? And in the sense that we just used, we use it as have. And Esau would classify this would be a Paul, a quill, nifal, whatever we call it, which has nothing to do with our class. But this word right here, Aisha, if we wanted to say, I'm actually move it over here and do it. Move this Aisha over here speaking. If I wanted to say, y'all made a mess. Right? So we got the word Aisha. I wanted to say, y'all made a mess. Y'all made a mess. Y'all, what we gonna do? Boys or girls? We did girls already. Let's do the boys. Because remember, the girls was tha at the beginning. I'll go over it again instead of say. The girls was tha at the beginning, then na and ha at the end. Na connect. Tha Aisha na. Tha Aisha na. Right? Now, just so you know, characters can drop off. Weak characters, which is a whole other topic. But this is a weak character because it's used a lot. You see it's used here and as a connector. It was used as, as a beginning connector, which means the or of. So it's used a ton. It's used at the end of a word to say she or her, right? To say her, right? She or her. So therefore, because it's used a lot, it's considered a weak connector. I mean a weak character because it's used a lot. Not because it's weak in any sense, but because it's sort of worn out. You use it so damn much. It's like, something gets weaker as it gets worn out. Period. Right? We all understand that. So in reality, this word Aisha that we got right here, in reality, once we use it, this ha is going to come off, and you'll see this as you read the Hebrew. You will see these things happen, right? It is proven. So you will write it fa, I, sha, na. I, sha, na. The I, sha, na, which means they. Y'all females. Y'all sisters made a mess. Y'all, and then I just put sisters, right? Y'all sisters, because it's for a female. It's feminine. Y'all sisters made a mess. Right? Now y'all made a mess. Past tense. Now if I wanted to say you sisters future tense, it would be the same thing. Because remember, you put the tenses back up. Press the button, put the tenses back up. I mean the connectors, they different tenses. They a mixture of past and future tense. A present and future tense. Right? So these, can you make them big? If I can show you, can make me small in this character. In this scene. So these are a mixture of future and present tense. Whenever you see it like this, it's future or it's present tense. It could be either or, right? So you got, so let me give you a present tense one. So present tense, most of the time, just has the Y in between the first two characters. So y'all making a mess. Oh, all right, so Salaki. Here's the problem. That's what Esau said. Esau said it's like that, right? This is past tense. I mean, this is Salakia, boom. This would be present tense. That this way is future tense. You will future tense. Y'all will make a mess. Fa, and then the root word, and then na at the end. That's future tense. Past tense would be y'all plural. It would just be fun at the end, right? So more than likely you might see it like this as well. So it will be Aisha fun, right? Aisha and then fun at the end. Because more than likely you'll see it just like this, right? You won't have to see ha in it. So this is y'all will make a mess. All right, y'all will make a mess. You will. Y'all will make a mess. So this is future tense. It's feminine, but it's also future tense. All right. Now I want to show y'all something. Take me to page. I do it for y'all. You ain't got to do it. I do it real quick. I want to take y'all all the way up to y'all can see what I mean. I want y'all to see this, right? This is why the oppressive is the devil. All right. Leave it right here. All right. Y'all see this? Y'all see what he said? All right. Now, so he's saying without that wild conservative garbage that he's talking about. It's literally just Y at the beginning of the word. If it does not have a Y at the beginning of the word, he's saying it's translated in future tense or present tense, as the context suggests. This is why the oppressor is the devil. Because how in the hell is this going to be future tense if it's present tense? Like, how the hell is this going to happen in the future if it's happening now? Now, the only way that can be explained is how I did it before. Meaning you would have to make one present and then one future. And the whole context is talking about now, but the actual conceiving would still have to be future tense. Unless we would make it now. She's seeking to have a baby now. So we can match up the tenses and make it that way. This is why the oppressor is the devil.
Right.
Now let me show you that the school has it way better. Alright. We're gonna do it the way the school says to do it. Alright. Now Esau full of garbage. These can't be future and present tense. It can be. Now it does depend on the context, but Esau doesn't know the goddamn context, which is why he classifies it the way he classifies it. He doesn't know the damn context. Alright? He doesn't know the effing context, or he wouldn't need to make ifall, qual, pil, nifall. He wouldn't need that. Because we don't need that for this, do we? Or should I name this nifall? I don't think we need it. I think niggas know what the hell we talking about.
Right.
God damn it. I think when I said she was trying to have a baby, and I used the word make, which also could mean made, which also could mean do. I mean, I think we all understood that it was the same thing. She was trying to make a baby. She was trying to have a baby. She has to do it to give it to you. That was funny. You gotta do it to get the damn baby, to have the baby. Alright, anyway. So now, let's keep going, alright? This is future tense. This is y'all sisters will make a mess. Y'all will make a mess. It's not made. It's made. As the school said it. And the guy, I got it on the phone, y'all. No, don't think, I got it on the phone. Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all, this is what I mean. Like when I say that the school went off, we already went over this. Now it was hard for y'all to see. Right? But this is the, I don't know if y'all can see it. Now I'm gonna try my best to get it up there. Try to bring it in. I know y'all, and then bring it back out. I know it's hard for y'all to see. But that says future tense. And notice we got it, we don't have no Assyrian up there. That's all ancient Hebrew. Future tense. Now I know it's hard to see. Sometimes it works if we do this. Just say hating on us today. But you see it says future tense. You can make that out a little bit. And then the future tense, here's what it says. It says if I wanted to say she, in the future tense, she's doing this. I mean, y'all doing this, females. Here it says, Fa, Shamar, Na. Fa, whatever the root word is, then Na at the end. They use Shamar for the root word. And here you see it right here. Fa, Na. Fa, Shamar, Na. For future tense. So this means you sisters will make a mess. My K is jammed up. You sisters will make a mess. Now, we'll put what I said before. If I wanted to say, y'all made a mess, past tense. So let's take na off of it. Let's remove na. Right? Y'all sisters, we're going to remove the future tense. Right? So if I wanted to say, y'all sisters made a mess, here's what we're going to do. We're going to use what the school has, like we was taught. So y'all, feminine plural, I want y'all to see this. You see, we got more than one witness, then you know. You see you, and then one says, you know, you can't really make it out. The one is masculine, and the bottom one is feminine. Got like an F. So you got you, let me make it bigger so y'all can see it. So you got you feminine, plural. You, all right? Here's what it says for the feminine plural, all right? Shamar thun, made. Shamar means keep, so that's the root word they're using. So Shamar thun. If I say you sisters made a mess, Aisha, because remember, I is a weak character. You won't actually have to write. You don't got to write it up. All right? This is our language, and that's how we've been doing it for thousands of years. Aisha, fun. Y'all sisters made a mess. Y'all sisters made a mess. Aisha, fun. Maybe you got daughters. As far as matter of fact, pull the scripture up where it said he had 40 children. Me and Barzal was talking about something. A man can have more than one wife, right? We understand. But do you know the number of children that a man would have? And look up 35 children, because a brother in there actually had 35 kids. And another brother, I think, had 55 children. It might be in Chronicles or First Kings. They went through it in the Bible, right? And wrote it down. So I'm doing this to show y'all the slang of this, right? Because if you got daughters, say you got 5 daughters, which is somebody can make 5 daughters in today's time. Brothers got 5 daughters. You know what I mean? 1 son, 5 daughters. 2 sons, 5. My father, I mean, he got I got 10 sisters. So he got Kendra, Maria, Naya, which is the baby girl, Kenyatta. That's 5 right there. Then he got I got my other sister, Keita. That's 6 daughters. He got 4 sons. So he got more girls than boys, which is like my family is literally like more girls than boys. In the actual, I got a ton of them. It's ridiculous. right? And they all just out in the world. They're terrible, but they're getting better a little bit. Maybe, I hope so. Lord be with them. Right? Lord be with their Facebook and their Instagrams. Who knows what they're doing? Right? Now, with that being said, that's normal. But what you don't know is normal is for a man to have 20 children. My grandfather has 21 kids. I got literally 20 aunts and uncles. My grandfather had 2 wives. He had 10 with my grandma and 11 with my other grandma, right? So the uncles that I always seen was from my grandma and not my other grandma, right? I met my one aunt from my other grandma, but I know it's like, I'm not sure if there's more boys over there. But on my dad's side, like on this side with my grandma, he got more boys than he got girls. He got 3 girls and the rest was boys with my grandma. And then, he had a ton of boys because that was the only girl. My aunt Bernadette was the only girl. So my grandma, even though he had 11 with my other grandma, my grandma always had 11 because of Aunt Bernadette being the only girl. So she would be with the other 3 girls with my grandma. So it would be all of them together. So I would always see my Aunt Bernadette, but I always knew that she was from my other grandma. Because it was more boys, it was more girls on this side, right? So you got the scripture for me?
Come on.
All right, so we're going to go into how many children you would have in the kingdom. And we know that we would have this in the kingdom because we had it back in the day. You can read the scripture for me, Barzal.
Come on.
Shaw.
This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 2, verse 24. And he turned back and looked on them and cursed them in the name of the Lord. And there came forth 2 she-bears out of the wood and tear 42 children of them.
Now I'm talking about the kids. When they say the number of kids they had, like I'll Google this for you, right? And that was when they was busting on a brother for having a bald head, and the Lord sent them bears against them little bastards. They ate them all the hell up. It was talking about a prophet busting on them having a bald head. The Lord sent bears against them and killed them. So 40. Had 40 kids in the Bible, right? I had 40 kids, KJV, right? And I'm gonna show y'all this because a man can have. So you could be saying y'all sisters made a mess, and you could be talking to your 5 daughters or your 10 daughters, because a man literally had ridiculous amounts of children, right? Literally in our land, that was part of our culture. But you might gotta put beget 40 children, right? Because beget means to have, like an offspring. Yeah, First Chronicles, beget 40. First Chronicles 9 and 38. First Chronicles 8 and 33. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Begat 40. Let me see. Children, right? If y'all find the scripture, y'all can post it too. At 35 kids. Oh, this is 2 Kings. Nope. All right. Bang. Where is it at? Boom. I might can find 35 kids.
Like you said.
Go ahead.
I have like a lineage in 2 Chronicles 2 and 40.
Boom. Let me find this. If y'all find it, then that'll be too wild. I don't want to take too much time on it because it's already. Well, we got 2 minutes left. Let's find it, right? So y'all can jot that down real quick. I'm pretty sure y'all had it. All right. Let me see.
First Chronicles chapter 2 and verse 40.
Go ahead.
Come. Oh, slacking. It goes all the way up from. Okay. It's the book of First Chronicles, chapter 2 and verse 34. Let's go all the way to the top. It's the old Second Chronicles.
You said it's the old Second Chronicles, huh?
Second Chronicles, second chapter.
Go ahead.
Khan. These are the sons of Israel: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, and Zebulun.
I'm talking about Isupk and isn't Chronicles, man, or First Kings. With these brothers, it was tons of brothers that did it, but they had tons of kids. Oh man, I can't find it, man. I might. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I think I got this in my notes. I think I put this in the notes because it was like ridiculous. You know what I mean? I might be able to teach your children. Y'all gotta give me a second because y'all ain't gonna believe this, man. Hold on. And if you can keep finding it, Barzal.
Don't come.
Man, it was like we had tons and tons and tons of kids, man. All right, man, I can't find it right now, man. Sheesh. But I'm gonna definitely have it for y'all next time so y'all can see it. Oh man, I can't find it. I gotta remember. I'm gonna try to look it up. If I find it before this class, so let me check the scholars and see if anybody posted. No, nobody posted. No, not Matthew 15 and 24. Not that. All right. Oh man, let me see if I can find this thing on Google.
For kids.
Yeah. It was a ton. It was like, oh my God, I gotta find it. Damn, I can't find where it was at. Oh, let me see. Thou shalt beget children. Nope. See, and we running out of time, man. But he's in like Chronicles and all that. I believe it's definitely in Chronicles where he was talking about. And it was just going through like all the different kings. Matter of fact, try sons. We get something sons, KJV. Let's try that. See if anybody can post it. I believe, man. Boom, 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 boom. All right, how about this? Go to First Chronicles 8. Let's go to the 8th chapter. And we just gonna count the person's sons that it's talking about. How about we just do that? Because I can't find the exact scripture, but I got one in Chronicles. All right, not the sons of Esau. Boom, boom. All right, let me know when you got it, Barzal.
This is the book of First Chronicles, in the 8th chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Now Benjamin begat Bela, his firstborn, Ashbel, the second, and Ahara, the third.
Mm-hmm.
Noah, the fourth.
Oh, here you go. Here you go. I should have knew it, y'all. Y'all see, listen. That goddamn old Quaker English. Give me Judges 8 and 30.
Oh God.
See, it's that damn old Quaker English. See, we don't just say 40 and 35. Forgot it. It's like, you know what I mean, how they said it. This nigga, oh my God. I forgot. Remember I was telling you that one cat had 50 sons and all that, then the other one had like 35, and it was like these different brothers that had tons and tons of children. This one is more than 50 children. I forgot in old Quaker English. I kept trying to find it. I'm like, why is it not coming up? So I started to switch to begat and maid, and then sons and daughters. And I forgot how they number things. All right, read Judges 8 and 30, King James Bible.
Come on. It's the book of Judges, chapter 8, verse 30. And Gideon had 70 sons.
How many sons he had?
70 sons.
Somebody tell me what 70 is. First let's tell me what 70 is. Yeah, who knows how much 70 is? Now I'll put it in Hebrew for you. I tell you what is. First, tell me what a score is. Tell me what a score is in Old Cricket English. So the word Isupk, right, equals the number 10. Isupk. A score, the literal Hebrew word, the Old Cricket English score. When you see score, that means 20. In Hebrew, that's Aisha Ra Yom, the number 20 in Hebrew. It's 20. Aisha Ra is 10. This nigga had 3 score, 3 times 20. 3 score, read it again.
Come. And Gideon had 3 score.
Gideon had 3 20s, which is 60. Go ahead.
Come. And 10.
So 10 plus 3 times 20. 60 plus 10. How many did he have?
And 10 of his begotten.
Be what?
Begotten.
Means he had. Means he made. Hold on, this general. Shalom, so going right. All right, here. So, Salaki. He begat 3 score and 10 what?
And 10 sons.
So how would we say he made past tense? It's just the regular word, Aisha, to do, to make, Aisha, but with Yah at the beginning. Ya Aisha. Remember how we did Yabakwash? Ya Aisha. Ya Aisha. This is how many kids you're going to have in the kingdom. Ya Aisha, he made. He begat. I know begat is a different word for made, but we're going to use made. He had 70 what? 70 sons. 70. Now pay those bills. Put Jordans on 70 niggas. Be real. Read it again.
Come. This is the book of Judges, chapter 8.
Ban Yom. Because you can use Ban Yah. It's still sons, but I'm going to use Ban Yom just so we don't mistake it with children. And it's just the word sons. Ban Yom. Sons. 70. Salakia. Let me put this in Hebrew for y'all. Tha Shayam. 70. Tha Shayam. Ban Yom. The Shai is 7. Shabayim. My bad. I said the Shai. That would have been 90. That would have been 90 sons. This is Shabai. Shabayim Banyam. Shabai. The Shayim would have been 90 sons, which you probably gonna have in the kingdom. Read the script. Read one verse above it.
Come. And Jeroboam, the son of Joash, went and dwelt in his house, his own house. Verse 30. And Gideon had 70 sons of his body begotten.
Meaning he made them from sex. Why Banyam? I'm tripping. They was just trying to say 70. Or we got the word Shabayim. Shabayim Bayam. Shabayim Shabayim ban Yom. 70 sons. Go ahead.
Two parts. I wanted to read on to the second verse, but also what this is destroys again. Christians say you can't have more than one wife.
If you can't have more than one wife, how you gonna get 70 sons from your bowels that you begat, meaning pushed out from sperm? You don't get, listen, one sister, you want to push out 70 babies, Lord be with you. We'll help you. Well, you know, the men ain't going to change. We're going to help you with it. You want to have 70? You better start what? Where age you going to start? You're going to have to live to be at least 90. And that's you got to start at 20 and have a baby for 70 years straight every year. By the time you're 45, you're going to be worn the hell out. And then you got to go from 45 all the way to 90 to have. You want to do that to keep your man? Cool. Cool. Go ahead. Go push them babies out every year. You're not only going to be pregnant every year, but you're going to have to push the baby out every year and take care of it. So you're going to have to be hot in the summer, walking, cold in the winter, pregnant, walking, and pushing babies out every year for 70 years. So you can not share your man. Why don't you give some of that burden to another woman? To your sister. Your sister. Akwafka. Why don't y'all share that burden, man? You can have 10 and then live life good. You can have 5. Give them, come on, man. You have 5 sons yourself and then let somebody else and somebody else and somebody else and somebody else do the rest. Shabayim ban Yom. 70 sons. Read on, Barzal.
For he had many wives.
For he had what?
Many wives.
He had many wives. Not one, many. Wives, plural. Ashayim, wives. God damn, put this on the board. Ashayim. Ma'ashayim. Ma'ashayim. And more than likely, we won't even have the ha on this. So let's take it off. There's no need for it. Because Asha and then Yom. We know because characters can drop off. Ma'ashayim. From wives. From wives, many. From wives, 70 sons. From wives, with an S on it. Because you can't push out 70 children. What was the scripture that said we was going to be like the sand of the sea? That's how you become like the sand. From wives. That birth you 70 little boys, man. That you made from your body. Now listen, Barzal, we don't got to grow to be 90 to get 70 sons. You just need enough wives. But you need about, what, 10 wives? That's 7 wives. He said 40 wives. You know what? 40 wives would do it. 40 wives would get this job done. Because only half of them need to have 2 kids. Most women only want to deal with like 2 or 3. Get you 40 wives. Get you 10 wives and have 7 kids with all of them. Should we go down in the number? Do you need 8 wives and do the math? Do you need 6 wives and to make them have more babies? Maybe you need more wives. Have 15 wives. Cut that number down. Have 20 wives and cut that number down some more. Have 25 women. Cut the number down some more. But you're going to get 70 children. In the kingdom, brother. We know we're going to do this in the kingdom times 10. Because look at what we was doing then. 70 goddamn children. Read the scripture again. Read both scriptures.
And Gideon had 70 sons.
Yeah, 70 sons. Go ahead.
Of his body begotten, for he had many wives, and his concubine that was in Shechem, she also bare him a son, whose name he called Abimelech.
There you go. There you go. 71 kids. 71 sons. 71. It's like the general said, the one wife was lesser than the other wife because she came from war. She was a spoil of war. But he had 70 that was not from war. This from him getting married. Not from him winning the war and taking, you know what I mean? 70 kids. That's how you grow the nation back. You know, we need some sisters up in here. Right. Niggas in the world, y'all want to come in? Well, we gonna have the sisters do your job. Since sisters gotta take up the burden. Brothers don't want to come in. Well, sisters, you know what you gotta do. We need 70 kids apiece until we get 155,000, and minus the 10,000 that ain't gonna come in because they want to be bad. Want to be little bad ASSs. So minus those 10,000. So y'all gotta get to work. Now, of course, I'm just bringing this out for the fact that he had 70 sons. But with that being said, man, this is the last one for Dodge class. All right. Man, I'm Priest Officer Moran, Officer 5000 here with Priest and Officer Barzal Rakab, Officer 1000. With that being said, go enjoy y'all Sabbath, man. Go in Aisha. All right, Aisha Banya. Go make some children. All right, Taba'a, Halak. I need to say y'all go make some children. I say y'all go make some children. Where the phone at? Where's the y'all masculine plural? Got it right here. We're gonna say this in Hebrew. This is what y'all need to do now. You need to do this present tense. All right, present tense. You plural. Y'all go. I was shy, young. Take this over here. There we go. We're going to spread that out a little bit. This is what y'all need to do. I was shy. I was shy. Y'all go make it. All right? Go. Halak. Halak. Lock it. Jam that up. Halak. I was shy. Go make Banya. Banya. There you go. Halak. I was shy. Banya. Go make some children. Salakia. Not halak. Yalak. My bad. Got that. The last part. Yalak. I was shy. Banya. Go make some children. Shalom. Pass the class over to Priest and Officer Barzal Rakab.
The Priest and Officer 5000 more ahead. It's the ISUPK security announcements. We have the ISUPK started out of Northwest 125th Street, over New York, under the command of General Yohan, rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the word. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it after 6 months. If a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry, ties, which is a commandment. Read about this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. Also the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. My Isupk needs 10% Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Get to the treasury department. Priest fund, free will offering for the priest, not mandatory. Whatever so amount you would like to give. Up and come the Holy Convocation will be the Feast of First Fruits, starting Saturday, or starting sundown, Saturday, April 23rd. And we ended Sunday, June 12th. Celebrate the 50th day, Sunday, June 12th, 2022. We'll start before sundown. We'll read about this in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verses 10 through 22. I can go out to check the bulletin board in the hallway, and any brother who wants to be a trooper in the school, you start to wear all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, I advise us to stand, just the brothers and men of Israel. We're going to give the brothers a courteous salute. Men of Israel, Ayman Shabbat, Ayman, Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah. Yahshua, which is hand down, sorry, which means to turn. Face the sister Amaju, which means to stand. Sister Jeremiah Shabbat will be at your feet at a 45-degree angle, your right hand clasped over your left, and with an open hand, smite your chest when you say Barak, and say the salute back to the brothers. Men of Israel, we're going to get sisters a courteous salute. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Imam Barak, Yahweh Shema, done by Shem Yahushua. Yahshua, class dismissed.
Shalom Israel, man. Go enjoy your Sabbath. All right, go have some fun, man. Most High in Christ. Shalom Israel.